Trump says Iran has undergone regime change. Iran guards threaten to hit U.S. universities in Middle East. Israel Parliament approves death penalty bill for Palestinians convicted of deadly attacks. Iran fires missiles across Middle East as Trump threatens oil hub. U.S. President Donald Trump says the war involving the United States and Israel has resulted in what he described as regime change in Iran. Speaking to reporters, Trump said many of Iran's previous leaders have been removed, creating what he called a new leadership structure. He also expressed confidence that a deal with Iran could still be reached despite the ongoing conflict. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, took office after his father was killed in an airstrike at the start of the war. Since then, Iran has restricted traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, a key route for global oil shipments. Trump said progress is being made, adding that several oil tankers may soon be allowed to pass through the strait. The comments come as tensions remain high, with uncertainty over both the military situation and the prospects for diplomacy. Iran's Revolutionary Guard has threatened to target U.S.-linked universities in the Middle East, following recent strikes on Iranian academic institutions. In a statement, the group warned that American universities in the region could face retaliation if Washington does not condemn the attacks. It advised students, staff, and nearby residents to stay away from such campuses. Several U.S. universities operate branches across the Gulf, including in Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. The warning comes after reported strikes in Tehran damaged university buildings, though no casualties were confirmed. The development adds to growing concerns about the widening scope of the conflict and the potential targeting of civilian-linked institutions. Israel's parliament has approved a controversial bill that would allow the execution of Palestinians convicted of deadly attacks. The legislation was passed with majority support, including backing from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The bill makes the death penalty the default punishment in certain cases, with the possibility of life imprisonment under special circumstances. Supporters say the law is aimed at deterring attacks, while critics argue it is discriminatory and targets Palestinians specifically. Human rights groups have already challenged the law in court, saying it violates legal protections and creates unequal treatment. International reactions have been mixed, with some expressing concern over its implications. The move has added to tensions in the region as debate continues over its legal and political impact. Iran has launched new missile attacks across the Middle East as explosions were reported in Tehran, intensifying the ongoing regional war. Israel said its air defense systems intercepted incoming missiles, while sirens sounded in Jerusalem. At the same time, Iranian media reported fresh strikes in the capital, causing power outages in parts of the city. The conflict has also spread to Lebanon, where Israeli forces are engaged in clashes with Hezbollah fighters. Across the Gulf, Iranian missile attacks targeted multiple countries, with debris injuring civilians and damaging infrastructure. In Dubai, falling debris wounded several people, while a Kuwaiti oil tanker caught fire at port. Saudi Arabia said it intercepted multiple ballistic missiles amid the escalating tensions. U.S. President Donald Trump has warned of further strikes on Iran's key infrastructure if a deal is not reached. Meanwhile, Iran is considering new measures in the Strait of Hormuz, a vital global oil route, raising concerns over energy supplies. Both sides say the war is ongoing, with no clear timeline for an end, as diplomatic efforts continue behind the scenes.